Welcome to Verbal Peak Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. I'd like to welcome you all to the show. We're going live this morning with the executive team leader of High Frequency, the up-and-coming sports brand, with Jacorey Burks. Brother Jacorey, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Brother Muhammad.
Yes.
It's good to be here.
Yes, sir, bro. Definitely, man. Glad to have you, too, because we got something exciting going on, because I hear a lot of people talk about black-owned businesses and not giving back to the community and what we all need to be doing and so forth. And as we coming into the year 2021, first I want to talk about something that you all have going on that, I mean, I haven't seen this been done by us as a people, matter of fact, ever, and that's the raffle that you all are having, raffling off a Maserati car. I mean, that's unheard of. What was the motivation behind that?
Well, I mean, the motivation entirely behind it is actually it goes into promote with our brand. You see, as far as the Maserati brand itself, I mean, you know, it's been known for the high performance, engines and the way that it's able to perform on the track. And so, as an attachment to our brand at High Frequency, we like to do raffles in order to what we call it is giving back to the community, and as far as giving people an opportunity to own the things that they've maybe desired but don't have to get at, you know, the price of what they would have to go at the merchant and pay for it. You know, and it's just one of the things, you know, that we like to do as far as to present things that makes people operate on a higher frequency, and that's just what our brand represents. And High Frequency is actually a sportswear brand. We don't actually, sell cars at a car lot or anything.
Right.
We just giving it away.
Right, they're giving it away, but the key word is high frequency, but by a higher standard of living that we all can attain by watching you all's example. When you look at the sportswear, quality material, nice design, and it's something that I believe that the community and not just the black community, but people in the whole, you know, can feel appreciated when they put that on. I know you're going to get some compliments when you're wearing the High Frequency, you know, and it makes you feel good overall because of what the brand stands for. So we definitely appreciate that, the introduction of High Frequency into this universe so it can take off in 2021, because it's time now, you know. The mindset is people are waking up now. You know, they're getting back into how we used to function. Let's say even going all the way back to Egypt when we used to do things such as this, but we kind of lost the balance through that 400 years of oppression. But now we picking things back up. We rebuilding with a positive mindset, and now you got the gear to put on to match that mindset, called High Frequency.
Yeah, exactly, Muhammad. And I also want to add, you know, and just for, you know, you guys out there supporting us, I'm going to be adding to the website. The website, by the way, is www.hfsport1.com. But actually what I'm going to be adding, just for you been supporting and purchasing product, anyone who spends $100 or more, for every $100, you're going to get a free entry on the raffle, and we will be adding more raffles to it as well. So make sure you stay in tune with the website, and as long also we'll be adding more apparel as well. So you know you can go on there and get your drip and everything.
That's what's up. Now, what if people just say, well, I just want to purchase me a raffle ticket to enter in to win the Maserati. And what type of Maserati is that?
It's a Maserati Quattroporte.
Come on.
It's actually pronounced. But it's MSRP at $115,000. It is black. If you're not familiar with the Maserati brand, the black is actually their most expensive trim addition that they have, and it's a black outside, black interior as well. And it is the Maserati that you see on the flyer. Also, if you go to our Instagram page at High Frequency Sport, spelled HIGHFREQUENCY. I'm sorry, guys. Sport, SPORT, and that's High Frequency spelled the exact way that it is in a dictionary. Sport. And you can find us on Instagram, and you can be able to see the car in the actual video. Follow that Instagram. We'll also keep you posted on different events that we do have where you may see the car at those live events.
Come on, man. Excellent. Now, the foundation of High Frequency, how did it get started?
The foundation of High Frequency, it originally started from it was a family business that we had, my brothers and I, with our dad. And so it actually started with a screen printing business. And, we were screen printing and, for local Houston brands. And then we just figured, well, hey, you know what? Why are we, it's good that we're making their stuff, but let's have something that's going to be a long-lasting brand. And this was actually something my father's idea because, he's always wanted us, he's always said, what happens when he's not here anymore. He wants something to pass down, to his children. And I guess, that's just, that's the men or the fatherhood inside of him. That's when we made the decision to jump into just, having our own brand and getting our products produced. And so my dad, he's been, really, the guide or, the glue to making this whole thing work. My siblings and I, we all do different things, but we all come together in the end to help build the family brand and the family business. So that's how it is there. Exactly. I'm the executive lead, but we have a culture that at High Frequency that is really just like no one's over one another. We all just simply work together to get the job done. Very communicative, to one another. It's just an overall, it's a great experience, to see, other families that have done it, have maintained success or have got success. And then to see, also, the Burt's family, grow and to obtain the success that we have, thus far, as a family and we're sticking together. Because you don't necessarily see that, to be honest, inside of our communities.
Actually, that's a great example, and this is one of the better interviews that I've had on Verbal Pick Radio and dealing with family structure and family success, to where people can actually hear and feel the energy of a family business that sticks together and actually have different functional parts within the business to show teamwork, to show leadership, to pass on to the next generation and the generation after that. And it's very important that we all get involved to see that success as an example, to show people that it can be done. Just like some were saying, well, Obama may not have did everything for black people and what black people wanted him to do while he was in office, But just the fact to have a black man in the White House, it gave a lot of children and a lot of people hope for the future, saying I can do it too. To give it different dynamics. So the fact that you all have a family business who is raffling off a Maserati and who's showing a standard of being within the community, high frequency, a level that you can rise to or aspire to get to that level is great within itself. And you mentioned your father, and before we get out of here, I just want to let the people know a little bit about your father, who is actually behind the scene, but the force that's pushing high frequency. His story is similar to a lot of us who grew up in the inner city or what they call urban areas or whatnot, who rose to a level of success by the power of the mind. Can you just give us we don't want to get a whole story, because the whole story will be coming to a book near you, a theater near you, a video near you, or something near you, because the story has to be told. But just give us a brief, synopsis of his story.
So my father, who is now in his 40s, he was lost his sight in his mid-20s due to a tragic accident, and through that journey of becoming losing his sight from in his 20s to in his 40s, had 9 children total, and raised all 9 children, and a very tight bond as well. And, he did not let his vision or, the loss of his vision affect him at any point. And my father, he has traveled to many different countries. Matter of fact, I'll tell you this, we were actually over in Vietnam, about a year ago, meeting with some manufacturers over there for, the high frequency brand. And so the owner of the factory and this guy has probably about 10 to 12 warehouses just filled with people working and making shoes. And they make, various brands that we see inside of, the malls and stuff, here. And so this guy actually shut down his whole entire factory for my dad to give a speech, because he admired how strong he was, because he did not let his sight stop him from achieving anything, from achieving a success.
Come on.
And, and it just made me feel, so, I guess, I would say, of course, I appreciate my dad so much, but it just made me feel like I didn't appreciate him enough, as far as what everyone else looked at it as.
Right.
As this guy, the way that, he explained the owner of the factory, as he was saying, is that, he's seeing inside of his country that there are people with missing limbs or people that lose their sight, and, or they have any type of, disability, that they just give up in life. And, he just admired that strength, and they actually began to call my dad the Black Buddha.
Come on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right.
And it's just because, they was just, so amazed of, the strength and how well, he keeps himself up. And, my dad he's actually in the gym every morning.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
There's not a day that he misses the gym. He doesn't miss a step. Many people will look at him and they'll be like, "Is he blind or is he not?" They don't know what's going on, just because he carries himself so well. And so, when we talk about frequencies, he's being led by frequencies, And so, that's really where, the high frequency name comes from. And it's as if, it's like God has gifted him as far as, everything that he thinks has turned into success. And he's led to that success without even seeing it. And so it's like, that's sometimes it blows my mind, because I'm like, here I am, I'm getting my success, and it's hard for me, and I can see.
Right.
So imagine how difficult it is for someone who can't see, who's just been led by words, by sound, by smell, and all his other senses.
Come on, that's an amazing story. Because all of us and everyone who's listening on this show, and this show spans from Houston all the way to Iowa, Oregon, California, right? We all know people who've given up and doesn't have any missing limbs or whatnot, who may have went through some type of depression or saw something that was tragic and they just folded into a shell. And his story is so inspirational. The fact that he's blind and is not making any excuses for himself, and still he's achieving, but not just achieving on a high level or achieving on a high frequency, right?
Yes, definitely, and he's very active as well, and achieving on a very high frequency. And it's like it fills me to like see him, still and his age, helping, and teaching, not only me, his oldest son, but my younger siblings as well.
That's right.
And as far as like teaching my little brother still, how to skateboard.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and I just wanted to share that, to get you guys to know, how amazing it is, and to even teaching me, how to drive a stick in an open parking lot, and without his sight.
Right. Yeah.
And so, that takes, a lot of knowledge and a lot of patience, I would think, and even for your son to be able to trust you to even do that, I think that says a lot about a person.
That's right, exactly. And me and your father, I've known him since we were teenagers. Mm-hmm. And his will and his mind, it led me to understand that, man, how powerful the mind is. The mind is so powerful, if you can think it, you can bring it into reality, and he is a testament of that, of thoughts becoming reality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I do agree with that.
Yeah, and
it's the standard, I would say.
Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Before we get out of here, bro, Jacorey, once again, can you give the people the website to High Frequency? So, because I want you all to participate. This is something that you all can come along on this journey, right? Because we're going to have it live. It's going to be personable, easy. The family, Burke family, easy to get along and talk with. Your dad, he, as far as charity work, I was there. Charity work with the community. And the thing about it is, he's not, as far as what he does with the community and charity work, he doesn't make it known and make it a big deal or whatever. But trust me, guys, he does help out within the community. I've been there. We've been on some events together. So definitely,
And that's actually, and that's actually great that you brought that up, because I've been out on some events that, we were doing, for the High Frequency brand, and, that stood out to a lot of people, and they're just like, wow, guys, you're a clothing brand that's actually out here in the community, that's actually, doing things or giving back, to the community, and so, that really, showed me that, wow, here it is again, his idea, is doing what, is flourishing.
Right. That's right. Exactly.
Out, and it's making it look good, from, the idea that, he may have presented to the table.
Yeah. Well, look, man, I thank you all for being one of the leads out within the community, a lead of an example on what can be done. And it's not just being talked about, it's actually being done, it's materializing, something that you can put your hands on. And that's great within itself. And I appreciate you being on the show. And before we get out of here, is there anything you like to add or you like to share or you want the people to know?
Well, I do want you guys to make sure that you go to www.hfsport1.com to get in, to enter for the Maserati raffle. That's going to be that's there on the website. The raffle will be held on March the 21st. The deadline to enter is March the 20th. You can get your ticket now. It's only $25, and you can buy as many tickets as you want. That website again is www.hfsport1.com. If you have any questions, you can reach us at 832-871-9295. That is the number for High Frequency. And so someone will be able to help you in order to get into that raffle or to be able to make any purchases or to, just help you answer any questions about the brand that you can check out.
Well, there you have it. And Brother Jacorey, appreciate you being on the show.
All righty. Thank you for having me, Brother Muhammad.
Yes, sir. And I want everybody to participate in the High Frequency brand. Verbal Prick Radio, we're out.